Today is day 10 of rebuilding my brand completely in public. I'm super excited because today we're going to be talking about brand elements. Yesterday, I spent a good bit of time going through and developing a plan, a strategy for how I'm going to be tackling the brand elements for the Blue Cyclops visual identity system, or the brand system. This is something that I didn't really account for when I was doing my original planning for this challenge. Originally, I thought I would be able to reuse a lot of the stuff that we had in the past. Unfortunately, that was not so. I ended up realizing very quickly this week that there's a lot of things I didn't consider. A lot of things, such as something as simple as developing a set of deliverables for the brand elements. I was just throwing together a bunch of things and I was trying to see, okay, we'll tackle the brand elements in 2 or 3 days. That turned out not to be a smart move, and I decided to spend yesterday just going through and figuring out what exactly we needed to create, what I needed to create during this challenge that would give the Blue Cyclops brand a solid footing for the brand system, as well as creating a large enough library to where I could continuously put out a bunch of content over a long period of time. And so what I ended up doing was I went through and wrote a bunch of different things in my sketchbook as well as on index cards. And what I came up with was this list. I'm going to try and hold it up here. It's not going to probably focus very well. This list here of the brand element deliverables. So we have here, and I'm going to read off of this list, and maybe I'll put the list up in photo form or type it out or something like that. But first off, we have patterns and textures. This is something that's very important for all brand element libraries, having a set of patterns that we reutilize, textures, etc. We also have backgrounds, shapes, containers, masks, different things that we can utilize to really amplify our designs, and making sure that we have a large breadth of those so that we're not reusing the same pieces again and again. Something that I don't normally include in the brand element category is copy and messaging. This is something that I don't normally include in here. However, I'm going to do it this time because I think that it is going to be important, especially in developing additional taglines or descriptors, keywords, phrases, things that we can utilize in badge designs, lockups, lettering, swag, merchandise, those types of things. So there's a lot of great reasons to include that in here. But then we come to probably the biggest part of this, which is illustrations and graphics. Illustrations and graphics are probably the thing that could easily take 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks in order for us to accomplish. And I've seen it happen. In fact, brand elements in general take a long time to really develop, and it usually depends on the number of stakeholders, the size of the company, the amount of elements that we're creating, the deliverables that we're creating for the brand. Sometimes it could be as little as a couple of weeks. Sometimes it could be as high as a couple of quarters in order to get things done. We've had projects with clients that ended up taking 6 months in order to knock these out. And the main reason why is because there was a lot of stakeholders, there's a lot of feedback, a lot of information, a lot of micromanaging, I hate to say. And so that will easily blow out these projects tremendously. However, I'm very lucky because this is me. This is my brand. This is I'm the only stakeholder. I'm the only person that has final say on this. Now, I'm going to be sharing all of this with everybody, who's watching this video, everybody on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, LinkedIn. I'm going to be sharing all of this with everybody. I'm going to be taking in feedback. I'm going to be taking notes from people. However, I'm the one with the final say when it comes to my brand. And so it shouldn't take that long for me to make decisions. Now, the hardest part of this is going to be just coming up with ideas and exploring and ideating. And so what I'm going to probably do is I'm going to probably break this up into a few different chunks. And most likely this is going to draw out this challenge beyond 30 days. I wouldn't be surprised if you see a video on here that's 30 days plus 15. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm calling it now. That's probably going to happen. However, with these brand elements, I'm going to try and knock all of these out within 7 to 10 days time. Now, that's still going to take up a good bit of time with this challenge. However, if I can knock those out, it should be a lot easier to tackle all the other pieces like brand application, creating templates, updates to the website, etc. So I think that I've got a good handle on this. And that's what this whole video is about. It's about going through here and just like sharing what I've come to realize about this challenge. Today, after I record this video, I'm going to be focusing on patterns, textures, shapes, containers, backgrounds. Those are the things I'm going to focus on today. What I'm most likely going to do is I'm going to tackle illustrations and graphics next week, and it's probably going to take up the entire week. So we're going to save that for the last part of this chapter of the challenge. But for now, we're going to start on the patterns, textures, shapes, containers, blah, blah, blah. We're going to start on those because I feel like those are going to be a fundamental piece for a lot of the other elements, as well as a lot of the designs that we're going to be doing in the future. So this is just a quick recap, technically of day 9, but I wanted to go ahead and share this video to kind of give you guys an update of where I'm at in this brand challenge. Yesterday, I shared an update on just like where I kind of landed with the logos, the refinement of it, and where I kind of made my final decisions. Everybody seemed to really love those on Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter. And so I just want to say thank you all so much for all of the engagement, the likes, the comments, the sharing, the reposting, everything. Like, I really appreciate it. And if you like this video, please hit that like button. If you have questions, leave a comment. If you just want to say thank you for sharing this, process, please do so in the comments. But also share this with at least one person who you think will get a nugget of wisdom from all of these videos I'm going to be putting out. But until next time, I'm going to say thank you all so much, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Always remember to stay passionate, stay positive, stay creative. That's it for me. Nice and short video, a nice update, but I'll catch you guys later. Bye.